Hi, I'm Ed Thorne. It's good to see you. Universal Audio have just released their Sound City Studio emulation, taking advantage of the Room Sonics, their vintage microphone collection, their desk processing, and also their famous reverb chamber. This is the studio where the likes of Metallica, Fleetwood Mac, Rage Against the Machine, Nirvana, and Tom Petty have all recorded some of your favorite albums. Universal Audio have not sponsored this video, but Plugin Boutique have. Plugin Boutique sell all of the Universal Audio native plugins for anyone to access. Remember, the native versions are the ones that work on any computer. You don't need an Apollo Audio interface to run them. I'll leave links in the description below. So loading up the plugin, we have a view of Sound City Studios, and there's numerous options around the periphery of the window, which we're going to talk through. At the top, we have our sources, and these are different collections of instruments in different placements with different combinations of microphones in the room. So if we go to drums here, we have the default live setting, which is the drums in the main room. We have a tight setting where we have gobos surrounding the kit for a drier, closer sound. And we can go in the corner of the room as well. Under acoustic, we have live in the middle of the room, tight again with the gobos, and we have a piano as well. And under guitar, this is interesting because we have a live PA where you can mic up PA speakers, recording the reverb and remiking the source, more on that in a second. And then we have different speakers with gobos, different cabs in different places with different gobos again. Under vocals, we can do solos and groups. And we also have a setting for an ensemble with horns and strings. And you'll see various different microphone placements coming up on the screen there. Speaking of microphones, and at the bottom here, we have numerous vintage microphones, condensers, and ribbons as found in Sound City Studios Studio A to choose from for our close miking and two different room miking positions. We can choose between cardioid and omni pickup patterns where applicable. And we also have a blend dial here for how much of this microphone we want in the mix. Now, if we want to play with the position of the microphones, we need to go to this window here and pull up our microphone mixing window. And at the top here, you'll see a distance dial, so we can push and pull the microphone towards the source as we desire. And we have a low pass, a high pass, a phase switch, and a stereo imaging balance dial as well. We have a second page in this sidebar menu as well, where we have our master effects that we can apply to all of the microphones, including EQ, compression, and reverb. The last feature is probably the main feature of the plugin, which is the remic or the reverb mode. So in remiking, if we say go to guitars, we're basically reamping the signal through the cabinets at Sound City Studios and then using the microphones to collect that source. So for example, if we had a DI'd bass, this could be a really great way of running your DI'd bass through various different cab situations and microphone positions in Sound City Studios. And obviously in reverb mode, we're capturing the resonances of the room and the delays of the microphones to give it that natural ambience. Now, quick story for you. I haven't actually recorded at Sound City Studios myself, but I have recorded drums at Abbey Road Studios. And it's a very similar principle with the room mics. You go into the control room and the engineer brings up the kick snare, toms, hats, and overheads, faders, and you think, okay, sounds pretty good. Then they bring up the first set of room mics that are maybe a meter in front of the kit and a meter up in the air, and you think, okay, starting to sound good. Then they bring up the second set of room mics that are 3 meters away and 3 meters up in the air, and you think, okay, I'm beginning to get the vibe of this room. And then they bring up the third set of room mics, maybe 5 meters away and 5 meters up in the air, and you think, okay, that is the Abbey Road sound. What this plugin is emulating is that version of Sound City Studios. All right, we're in Logic for a session from the Produce Like a Pro Academy library of multi-tracks. If you want to hear fellow YouTuber Paul Third and myself discussing our mixes of this track, we're talking about that in one of our latest episodes of the Working Audio Tools podcast, which I'll link in the description below. So these are the drums dry. Now you will notice there's a slight reverb, and that is coming from the room mics in the stems themselves. All right, for me on a quiet, this is where this plugin really comes into its own.
Down by the water, down by the water, down by the water. Won't you lay your burdens down by the water, down by the water, down by the water. Won't you lay your burden? Take your burden off your shoulder now and lay it all down. Take your burden off your shoulder now. Down by the water, down by the water, down by the water. Won't you lay your burdens down by the water, down by the water, down by the water. Won't you lay your burden? Take your burden off your shoulder now and lay it all down. Take your burden off your shoulder now. Down by the water, down by the water, down by the water. Won't you lay your burdens down by the water, down by the water, down by the water. Won't you lay your burden? Take your burdens off your shoulder now and lay it all down. Take your burdens off your shoulder now. Down by the water, down by the water, down by the water. Won't you lay your burdens down by the water, down by the water, down by the water. Won't you lay your burden? Take your burdens off your shoulder now and lay it all down. Take your burdens off your shoulder now.
In this next example, I've got Sound City Studios on a parallel send on a piano. I've got it quite high in the mix so you can hear it for audio demonstration purposes. I wouldn't necessarily mix it with it this loud, but you'll get the idea. Now, in this next example, we're going to use the re-mic mode on a DI'd bass guitar to show you how we could effectively re-amplify such a signal. Now, an acoustic guitar is a good example for this, again, in reverb mode, because we can really demonstrate how we can take a mono source and make it quite open in stereo. That is Sound City Studios from Universal Audio, available from Plugin Boutique. There's a link in the description below. Be sure to check out the Working Audio Tools podcast with myself and Paul Third, where we compare and constructively critique our mixes, including the full mix of this very track from Produce Like a Pro Academy. I've been Ed Dawn. It's been emotional. Happy Black Friday. I'll see you on the next one.